Greetings. It's time for another market update for the Austin Round Rock area. We've seen a few interesting developments these past couple of months, and actually this past month and latest numbers that we got this last week didn't disappoint either. So I'm going to share with you some of the stats that the Austin Board of Realtors has shared, but I'm going to go a little bit deeper into the areas rather than just the overall market that you usually see reported or shared by other agents. And then I'll share with you some known market research that I've done and just overall impact for buyers and sellers. So again, without further ado, let's jump right in here. So we're again looking for May 2024. We're also looking at the month behind to see the full picture. And I have there for you the median sales price is $389,000 for Hays County. Again, Hays County is Buda, Kyle, Ulen, kind of that area. Right above bottom border is San Marcos, above San Marcos. So median price is $389,000, almost $390 basically. Obviously, there's homes more expensive or less expensive, but how we kind of gauge affordability is that median price. Closed sales have ticked up 2.4%, so it's good to see. Last month for April, it was just less than 1%, so it's good to see that uptick in sales. Months of inventory is now 4.9 months. Last month for April was 4.5, so it's good to see that increasing. Again, months of inventory means if no new homes came on the market, there'd be no more homes to buy in 4.9 months. So at the height of the pandemic, the lowest we got to was about 2.25 months of inventory, zero point 0.2 months of inventory. So that was just crazy. So it's good to see much more healthy level of inventory now. Active listings up 27.2% up, so that's, wow, crazy. Pending sales have ticked up quite a bit, about 18%, so that's really good to see. We'll see those pending sales. That's kind of showing you where we're going, so we'll see those closed sales in next month's numbers and June's numbers. Average days on market is now 69 days. That's pretty good. Before, it was 88 days on market, so it's good for sellers in that way, in that homes are selling faster than what they were these past couple of months, really from like January to April. It's taking about 88 days, 90 days on market. So sellers, for buyers though, it's still, even though it's come down a bit, it's still, you still have some time to shop around and look around. So, and the average close to list price is 94.8%. So obviously good for buyers. That just sort of shows that some deals were kind of agents were able to make some good deals for their buyers. And as Dr. Claire Knapp says, our economist for Austin, housing economist, is kind of showing it helps also show the effectiveness and the efficiency of our pricing homes. So kind of how much on target we were. For the city of Austin, median sales price is $608,000. That's up 11.6%. Yikes! So that's good for sellers. Closed sales have also ticked up, so I'm really happy about that. Months of inventory, this is kind of the big news that I wanted to share too, is we're now at 6.2 months of inventory. So we are now in a buyer's market for the city of Austin itself, not for the whole MSA and not for, Buda, Kyle, etc. Just for Austin itself at 6.2 months of inventory. So that's really good for buyers. It's going to put you in a better position to negotiate and for pricing. So again, once you get into about 5 months, it's really kind of a stable, neutral market. But once you hit 6 months, 6 to 6.5, you are in a buyer's market. So it's really interesting there. New listings are up 40.3%. Active listings up 85.3%. That's just crazy. I was gonna say this later, but we are in a historically high number of inventory. We haven't seen these numbers since 2010. We're actually a little bit above the numbers from 2010. So overall, we're at like 14,000, 14,500 in our total MSA active homes. But again, for Austin, active listings up 4740. So lots of options for, and sellers, that means lots of competition for you. Pending sales are up 6.3%, so that's great. Average days on market 48, so that's great. Last month for April, it was 63. Now it's at 48. So a lot better for sellers because they were really taking the long days on market. So you really had to hang in there, sellers. So that's great to see that for you. For Williamson County, this is above Austin. So this is Pflugerville, Round Rock, Leander, Cedar Park, Hutto, and et cetera. Sorry, et cetera. So Median sales price is 435,000, so just down slightly. Closed sales are really down, so it's kind of surprising. Not so good for Williamson County. Months of inventory at 3.9, so still a pretty healthy level. Sellers market there. Uh, Overall, active listings are up. So again, and that's expected. We're in the summer selling season, so you're going to see usually a lot more inventory. So people typically move the most amount. Pending sales are down, so a little disappointed to see. Average days on market 55 days, and then the close to list price is 96.3%. Um, so overall, just getting some more inventory. Again, last month for April, you were at they were at 3.4 months. Now they're at 3.9. So, and then just overall, these are the stats that usually our local news will report on, and that other agents will share. So if you just this is more if you just want the overall how is the Austin Round Rock area doing, then I would focus on this slide. So median sales price is 459,000, down a little bit 1%. Closed sales are down just overall almost 13%. So that's really shocking. We're at overall 4.9 months inventory. You can see all the stats there, so I won't go over them more. So you have a pause button, right? So just overall, based on these latest May facts, the May numbers, the key facts I want to point out is that, in case you haven't heard from me in a while, February was the first time in the whole MSA that our median prices went up after 15 straight months, which was crazy. So literally, we've had price decreases every month, our whole MSA area, our whole market area. And for March, Austin went down for the first time in 16 months. Austin now again a buyer's market at 6.2 months. I already mentioned historical highs there. Mortgage rates lower this past week, the week of June 10th, 2024, so that's good. We are expecting now about one rate cut in 2024, likely in August or September, maybe October. So we've been waiting and hoping for more from the Feds. So lately it's just been more of the market reacting, but the Feds haven't cut rates yet. So and that rate is only expected to be about 0.25%. So not a big number, but it definitely a good step in the right direction. So um, I hope we see that soon. And yes, a moderate selling season so far. Sales have ticked up, except for Williamson County, but we're still not back to normal. The latest data, so as of August 17th, from my friends at Austin Title, total active homes 14,560. Our median sales price is sitting at around 445,000. So again, that's for the whole MSA. Homes above a million, about 2,562 active listings, which is 17.6% of our active listings. And the majority of our luxury market, and even luxury market, well, I'll just say it's at 1 to 1.9 million. Because the height of the pandemic, even though our pricing has come up, has been coming down this past couple of months, we're still our overall housing prices are still above what they were before the pandemic in from 2019. So really, even though you have $1 million doesn't mean you're a luxury listing. Really, really to be more like a luxury listing, that's more like 1.5 million and above or so. But just for over 1 million. A months of inventory 5.12 months. And then this again, I'll show you some different numbers in a minute, but as of last week, yes, we had about 1,900 price decreases, or 13% of our active listings, which was crazy. And just overall, 8,094 active listings had at least one price decrease from their original price, and that was 55.6%. So that's just kind of crazy. So again, I'm telling you buyers, this is a good time for you to be able to take advantage and make some deals or negotiate for a little bit lower price, or maybe some other concessions or something for you. This numbers I just pulled from today. So look at how many price decreases. That's 2025. I remember just during the pandemic, this was just so crazy low number. Now it's, wow, 2,000 listings had a price decrease just within the past 7 days. Number of withdrawals, expired, and on hold, those, the sellers didn't accomplish their goal. So I think if you're in a lower price range, or you maybe need some more help with closing costs or interest rate buy-down, something like that, these would be good homes to target. And sometimes there's some really good gems in here. So there's some decent homes, and there's some actually really good homes that just didn't sell for various reasons. Maybe just further out when people wanted, or smaller. than what people wanted or things like that. So these would be good homes to that I would maybe suggest to my clients that we also look at, include in our overall search, because again, there can be some really good homes in here, and these are really prime homes to target. Excuse me. So there's a way I go about it, but these would be good homes to go back and target and see if these could work for my clients. So work for you as a buyer. So the this is the median sales price. You can see the types of home. Townhomes have been consistently the lowest priced homes. So again, if you're a first time buyer, um, or just maybe strap a little bit more for cash, you can afford to buy, but not as much. These would be good homes. These tend to be 1 to 2 bedrooms, maybe 3 bedrooms, and you're gonna get a yard with them. And so I have another video if you want to look at my YouTube channel explaining what the difference is between condos and townhomes and houses, etc. But townhomes, as far as having the cheapest pricing overall, townhomes, and the greatest months of inventory, condos, and that's been consistently these past, more than a year, like 1 or 2 years. This chart just kind of shows, kind of from my research here, all the active listings are those. All the green are the active listings, and all the blue are the homes that actually closed. Again, we're looking at the prior months so we can get the full picture. And this is for houses, condos, and townhomes only. So you can see in the green was about 4,754 active, and only 1,040, and there were only 1,047 that closed. So that's why I say it's really a buyer's market, especially now that we have the months of inventory at 6.2. Austin is really in a buyer's market. For Pflugerville, Round Rock, we're in a weaker seller's market, 876 active listings, and then 303 closed. So still, good position for buyers. For Buda and Kyle, again, south of Austin, almost a buyer's market. Maybe I should say a stable market, neutral market there. And for Hutto, a weak, or a weaker seller's market. They had 198 actives and then 86 closed. Hutto is northeast of Austin. That's a good spot if you're. It's near Taylor, where the new Samsung plant's going to be going, is being built. Hutto is growing fairly well, and there's some exciting new businesses being built and new communities, new home construction. So if you want a little bit cheaper pricing too, Hutto would be a good. So again, as a suburb to Austin, you're not far from Pflugerville or Round Rock, so that might be a good option for some home buyers that want a little bit more affordable area, maybe a little bit smaller suburb, but still a decent size. Those Hutto hippos as their mascot. And then for Leander, Cedar Park, that's northwest of Austin. That has really grown a lot over these past year over year, and still a bit, somewhat fairly affordable there. We're almost in a buyer's market, I'd say, about there. Again, we had 808 actives, 240 closed. You can kind of see, I'm showing you the past 3 months, you can kind of get a little bit of a trend. And then Manor, I'd say it's about a neutral market. Manor's east of Austin. It's pretty small. It's like 18,000 people, and it really hasn't grown that much. It's grown a little bit, but really not that much these past 2 years, I'd say. 241 actives, 82 closed. Impact for buyers and sellers. Okay, so what does this overall mean? Yes, like I already said, we're in a moderate selling season. Sales have ticked up. Again, we're still not back to normal. I mentioned that already. I'm going to skip mortgage rates because we just talked about that. High inventory equals more options. Buyers can be picky. Few multiple offers. In many cases, no offers. Honestly, I see it many times that there are homes with no offers on them, and they've been long days on market. So those are good homes to target for buyers. If you have a nice home and you're in a nice area, you might have 2 offers on that home or something like that, 2, maybe 3. But otherwise, there are a lot of homes that don't have any offers on them. So it's kind of also another good reason to buy right now. Moderate to long days on market equals more time for buyers to see homes. Sellers, you do have to be patient. There is more bargaining powers for buyers right now. Sellers, you do have to stay at the negotiating table. Some sellers and many builders are offering, incentives, temporary interest rate buy downs. That can save you literally hundreds of dollars every month, and get your foot in the door really. So, and if the seller isn't offering that, I try to negotiate for it, and so that can be a good way to save a lot of money and refinance when rates improve and it makes sense. or ARM loans, adjustable rate mortgages. That's some good ARM loans I'm kind of seeing out there. Sellers paying for closing costs, you could do that instead, or paying for lease early termination fees or others. So those are some overall some good things for buyers, and not as good for sellers, but um, the market really has stabilized over these past several months, past year, from our highs of 2022, 2021, 2022. So that's it. So let me know if you have any questions. Hopefully this was insightful for you. Feel free to email me or call me if you have any questions. Be sure to like and subscribe to my channel, and check out some other videos that would help out. If you want some, I do a lot of education, so I have some educational videos. I have a few property tour videos or new build communities, or just kind of Austin lifestyle. So yep, be sure to check out. That would help out. I just had to restart my YouTube channel. I closed my old channel and open up this new one, so that would just help out. The more views and sharing, sharing this with someone who could use it, who would be helpful. That'd be great. All right, until next time.